Hola amigos. So we're going to be pouring a foundation tomorrow at 7 a.m. And before we do, we're doing one final checks and balances of all of our items that are in the slab that are penetrating up out of the slab. So we've got things like plumbing pipes, we've got electrical, we've got some slab drops. Come here and take a look at these really awesome plans. So this is a foundation plan right here, right? A102 is part of our plans. Davy McCatherine Architecture. They are incredible, and their foundation plans are exquisite because they lay out toilet drain rough-in, sink drain rough-in, shower drain tub rough-in, washer drain rough-in, slab drop, area drain, right? So as you can see, kind of a slab drop is going to look like this. We've got one right here. We have a sill. It says 1.5 inches, so that's going to be an 1.5 inch drop right there. We've got another visitable sill, and this one does not show 1.5 inches, so we're actually going to drop this one at 1/2 inch, just a straight up 1/2 inch. And this is something that we're going to have kind of a little ramp from the garage to the foundation itself, and we can't have more than like a 1/2 inch variance on the threshold, so we had to do something kind of particular there. And then we got a nice drop right here, and this is for a big old sliding door in the back, and it's got the drop and it shows 1.5 inch, right? And that's the typical slab drop dimension you do. If you ever need to backfill that, you just put a little bit of concrete in there and float it back up to exactly what you want. That's what I'll be doing, for example, with this 1/2 inch drop here. I'll be floating it probably another 1/4 inch later to get it just perfect. So we're also doing Termi mesh today. So this gentleman right here, right over there, check it out, is about to install Termi mesh. So that is like a nice fabric of like metal that will wrap kind of gasket fashion around all these penetrations. It'll be wrapping like this pipe, for example, this pipe, and then it will all get encased in concrete, and that will prevent critters from crawling up our pipes and into our walls and eating up our walls or doing anything like that in the future. So you know, I am able to look at these slab drops here with the nice dimensions. Again, thank you, Davy McCatherine and Bailey, for your hard work here. But I can see that I've got 17.3 from the outside of my foundation to the beginning of my slab drop over here. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'm just gonna check it out and see if I have 17.3 from the outside to in. Here we go. What did I say, guys? 17.3? Come here. Let me show you how good this foundation team is. 17.3, guys. This is exactly what we have. So this is our slab drop, 1.5 inches, and we nailed it, right? So that's what we're gonna do with all these penetrations. Let's cruise over and check out another one. And I'm not having to scale anything, right? Because these dimensions are already laid out for me. So I'm gonna go with the toilet drain rough-in right here. 20 foot, 2.5 inches. So that's 20 foot, 2.5 inches from the outside of my foundation to the center of this toilet rough-in adjacent to the shower drop. So that's gonna be this toilet rough-in right here. We're going for 20 foot, 2.5 inches, guys. So let me check that out and see if I've got it. Okay, so guys, I've got 20 foot, 2 inches, right? And 1/4. So I'm 1/4 off. I also can see my tape is kind of crooked, so maybe if I fix my tape up, I'll get it. Let's see. 20 foot, 2.5 right here. Okay, so I'm off by about 1/8 of an inch. You know what, guys? I'm gonna let that slide. It's no big deal. We can play with that flange just slightly. Not gonna be a problem. That one's in a good place. So go get my tape back and verify another one. So what else we got going? We've got right here, this one right here. what's my dimension? 10'4" to my sink drain rough in. So 10'4¼ sink drain rough in. And that looks like that is going to be this guy right here, 10'4¼ this guy. So let's check that out. Okay, 10'4¼ sink drain rough in. And this one is not really looking right to me. So I'm actually questioning this right now. And, you know, we may have to do something different. Sink drain rough in. Let's see, 10'4¼ So I have it going right here. This is right here. I'm gonna have to look at the plans, right? And I'm gonna have to see if this is an island and how much play I have. It might be fine, but this is one now we need to double check and verify, because we have a difference of, again, about 6 inches, right? So it might be all good. Not saying it's not, but now this one needs a little bit of extra verification to understand the components of how it is gonna work within the kitchen cabinet here. So let's check that out. All right, so basically I've got it going right here, and you know, guys, it'll probably work, but because I've got this big old kind of table and island and piece of cabinetry, and I'm just a little bit further over, so my plumbers might have done the right thing. But again, we're gonna triple verify this now just to make sure that we don't mess that up, okay? But those are the type of things that we're gonna find when we do this practice. Let's do one more together. Let's do something again, kind of nearby. Let's go this guy right here. Let's see that one. So this one, again, guys, and you go to your legend, sink drain rough in. So let's refer to that one. 18 feet, 11 inches and 1/4 sink drain rough in. And we know we had something different on the last one. So we want to make sure the plumbers didn't misinterpret the brick ledge and start from the inside of the brick ledge or something like that. But we're going to verify with the other one, and that might give us some good information here. So 18 foot, 11 and 1/4 inches to this bundle right here. 18 foot, 11 and 1/4. Okay. And the reason why, guys, we're trying to do all this stuff so diligently is because this application of a foundation is literally set in freaking stone once you do it, and you have to end up jackhammering stuff to fix it. And we don't want to have to do any of that. Okay, so I've got 18 foot, 11 and 1/4, all perfect. It's exactly what we wanted. This one's just right. So really, guys, I just really need to verify this one now, and I'm gonna reach out, contact my plumber. I'm going to look at all my plans more closely for this one. Everything else is looking perfect, but we're going to jump on that one and make sure that we are in a good situation and that it does not need to be moved over 6 inches. Which way would it be? Let me look at it again. 4¼ So we're gonna look at this one more time. 11 foot, 4¼ because this one obviously is giving us some issues. And you're like, why? I mean, 10 foot, 4¼ Why? Why is it doing that? 10 foot, 4¼ Okay. 10 foot, 4¼ is right here. So the mark I have where it should be is right here. And it is right here. So I'm going to move this now and see how much this is off by. 5.5 inches is our brick ledge. So let's see if it happens to be off by like 5.5 inches, because that could be an easy mistake. And, you know, it's off by about 6 inches. So maybe that is the case. So plumber, who's awesome, fantastic plumber, is going to be getting a call. And we're just going to go over and we're going to verify that this guy does not need to be right here. and that we're safe right here. I think because we're in that cabinet space, I think we're going to be just fine, but we're going to verify. So anyway, y'all kind of get the idea. You've got the legend, right? You've got the legend, you've got the drops, you've got all of the items on the legend, mostly plumbing stuff. And you just got to walk off and you just got to make sure everything's in its right spot. And then you're doing your job, and then you're making sure that you're not going to end up having to jackhammer stuff out later because you didn't do your job well. So I hope that helps you all out there. Adios, amigos.